Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the penultimate game of day one of IASAS 2018 basketball here at Rajendra Hall at International School of Bangkok. We have a match between the Singapore American School Eagles and the ISM Bearcats. Both teams come into their third game of the tournament with a record of 1-1. Singapore rolled over GIS 41-9 in the first match of the day, then lost a close one to TAS 43-36 only an hour or so, 2 hours ago. Manila beats ISB, the home crowd team here, 45-31, and they lost to TAS in the morning game as well, 41-23. So both teams 1-1. ISB have finished their day with a record of 2 wins and 1 loss. GIS have finished their day 0 wins, 3 losses. TAS are the only undefeated team. They'll play the final match later on this evening. Right now we have ISM and Singapore 1-1. ISKL are 1-1 as well. They'll be playing TAS in a couple minutes. Starting for the Eagles is number 15, Maya Denzel, number 17, Yana Mihova, number 20, Nicole Walls, number 8, Lucy Langholz, and number 13, Jayla Richberg. The coach told me that was the starting lineup. He might change his mind, he mentioned, though. Coach's name is Scott McKinnon. For the Bearcats, they'll start with number 14, Kenzo Mowling in the middle, number 8, Maya Panlilio, number 12, Steffi Fernandez, number 7, Karen Tang, and number 16, Jana Hilliard. So we're going through our final little ceremonial things here. The girls will get together and shake hands. Less of a crowd here as the night has worn on. Most of the teachers and community have gone home. I suppose, to an extent, the well done to our technician, Rafa Romana Santa. He's running the live streaming for you, and he's looking after our technological needs. Richberg throws it a bit She had an open look there, but she couldn't put it away. And Fernandez pushes the floor. Cuts inside, back to her right hand. Good board, tipped from Mihova to Walls, and the Eagles slow it down. 2-point lead here in the early going for the Bearcats. It's Lucy Langholz running the show. Down for Mihova, who has a look across to Walls, who again has the open look. Front of the rim that time, Fernandez with the board. Into the half court, pressured by Richburg, but she beats her. Again, the floating jumper. Nothing but net that time, and the lead is 4. Langholz, she can push this. Mihova drives hard, doesn't get the roll. That might have come off a Bearcat, and it does. Eagles retain possession. Nice ball movement there. Langholz down to Denzel and across to Richburg. Denzel inbound here. Finds Langholz, who lets it fly. Nothing but bottom again. The lead is 2. The pressure remains. Brought Hilliard back for some help this time, and she managed to dribble through the middle. Tang gives a good pass to Panlilio, using the ball, passing the ball rather than dribbling. Hilliard, some good shooting here to open up this evening's game. They're only 3 minutes in, and it's 8-4. Bearcats, they have a press now. And Tang just maybe a millisecond late to intercept that pass. Bearcat ball, and we're going to call a timeout, and Coach McKinnon wants to talk some things over. Both teams come out with a bit of a hot shooting hand. Bearcats shooting, I think, 4 for 6 so far. Eagles have had some looks, but they haven't made them all fall. The lead is 4. Looking down there as Coach McKinnon walks his girls through some of the X's and O's. Hope you're enjoying our coverage wherever you are in the IASAS universe. We have had a couple of technical difficulties today. We hope that hasn't annoyed you too much. We're doing our best to sort those out, and hopefully by tomorrow and definitely by Saturday, things will be running smooth as silk. Walls to inbound. That's Denzel over to Langholz. They break the pressure from the Bearcats rather easily, and Walls drives. Stood up by Alling. The Eagles retain possession. Denzel inbound. Finds Mihova. Gets it stripped away even though she held it high. Panlilio digging away. Alling gets the ball out quickly, and here comes Tang. Crossover, finds Hilliard in her corner. She loves shooting from those corners. Hits her second in a row. 10-4 Bearcats. Langholz looking to avoid the trap, brings it back to Walls. Try to pass out of this, they do. This is Denzel. Langholz from the top, Walls from the wing. Mihova picks it up. She get the roll? She does. The ball was saying, I want to go home, and eventually it did. Lead is 4. Ref spotted a foul there. I didn't see it myself. Singapore have a chance to cut the lead in half. Denzel on the ball again. Bearcats playing a strong zone defense. Quickly inside to Mihova, whose height helps, and she gets to go down. 10-8 Bearcats. A nice reply from the Eagles after the timeout. Tang pushes the pace. She drives hard into the lane and loses control off Walls, but that is a Eagle ball. Checking in the game now is Maya Leopold. She'll take over for Jayla Richburg. Leopold. Intercepted by an opportunistic Steffi Fernandez, who crosses over and dribbles it off of Langholz's foot. Actually, they're calling a block. So that's a foul on Lucy Langholz. Bearcat ball. Subs in. This will be Jennifer Sawaki and Sudan Arun coming in. Out comes Panlilio and Alling. Sawaki with the ball, looking for some movement. She finds Hilliard, who's had the hot hand. Only finds iron that time, though. Nice strip from Arun right into the game. Hilliard sets it up again. Fernandez had some success driving. Crossover again, and she's fouled there. Stand-up defense from Maya Leopold, but Fernandez might have had a half step on her. So she's to the charity stripe. First one is good for Fernandez. I think that's her 5th point of the quarter. She's accounted for almost half of the Bearcat points. Doesn't get the roll there, but the Bearcats get the rebound. Fernandez again stutter steps, drives, and finds the roll. Now she's accounted for more than half of her team's points. The lead is 5. Nice reply from the Bearcats after the Eagles fought their way back into it. Here's Leopold. Finds Mihova, who drives hard, but can't get it to go off the glass. Good board from Langholz out to Walls. Fakes and steps. Out to Mihova again from the free throw line. Good board from Walls and a good putback. Seemed to be an important bucket as the Bearcats were in the ascendancy a little bit. But Singapore back to within 3. Tang with the reverse dribble. She's in the key for a bit there, but she steps out. And the Bearcats reset. Again, the crossover dribble running off the screen from Sawaki. Into a run. Again in the key, the shot clock is 2. Fernandez lets it go. And they get the rebound. Well done, Bearcats. Hilliard again, pressured. Arun back to her. Hilliard lets it fly from the corner. Doesn't find anything there. And Walls slows it down. Good defense from the Eagles. Walls going coast to coast. Overthrows the layup. Fernandez frustrated because she thought she might have been blocked, but she stepped out of bounds earlier than the foul. Eagles have the ball down low. Here's Denzel again. Into Mihova's wide open. Finds the back iron. Fernandez pushing the pace again. And that's a reach in from Langholz. That's her second. Lara Westwood Marsh has checked in for the Eagles. Tang spins away from Denzel and drives it herself. She had a run down low but in the post, but couldn't get it to her. And Walls carries the ball forward for the Eagles. Drives off the defense, and here comes Fernandez like a train. Walls steps into her. That's the second time. Fernandez getting a little bit frustrated. But she's definitely been the difference maker so far. I think we're in the bonus, so Fernandez will go to the line. She's already there waiting. Chance to extend the Bearcat 3-point lead for Steffi Fernandez. Eagles take their positions in the lane. Fernandez second shot. And the lead is 4. Denzel brings the ball forward for the Eagles. She has Mahova. Westwood Marsh gets her first pass. That's into Walls, but it gets bobbled up, and Fernandez comes away again. Looking to draw a foul. Nice move. Good board from Mahova. The ball gets bobbled, comes off her shoulder. She's looking for a foul. None is coming. The Bearcats retain possession. Kenzo Malling and the Canadian Margaret Nethercott steps in. Nice to see a Canadian in the mix. Sawaki inbound. Alling moves, looking for a screen. Not a lot of openings there for her. And they give her 5 seconds. Fernandez didn't quite come off the screen that Alling set as strongly as she could, so it's a turnover. And Denzel comes back the other way. Leopold on the wing. Walls. Mihova with a good first step. Bit strong on the shot. That comes off an eagle. Only a couple possessions left here in the first quarter. Bearcats with a deserved, you'd have to say, 4-point lead. Largely based on the play of this girl, Steffi Fernandez. Some great shooting from Hilliard, too. Crossover again, but she defended well from Marsh. Hilliard again drives. Her shot's gone a bit cold now. 20 seconds left. The shot clock is turned off. Denzel. Westwood Marsh tries to drive baseline. Denzel comes the other way. Here's Walls. Nice step. Drive. Throws it up. Doesn't get it to fall, but does get fouled with 4 seconds left. So Nicole Walls with a chance to cut the lead in half. In comes Supriya Maloney for Leopold. Gets the first one to dip in. This would be a nice finish for the Singapore Eagles to go into the quarter break. Only down by 2. Doesn't get the second to go. Board from Fernandez. She'll have to let this go quick. Doesn't quite. All right, so the end of the first quarter, 14-11. A well-played game from both teams. We got a minute break. We'll come back and bring you quarter 2 then. She'll have to let this go quick. Why are we not filming that? Doesn't quite. All right, so the end of the first quarter, 14-11. Right, she's shooting the ball, and we're here. Both teams. What? We got a minute break. We'll come back and bring you quarter 2 then. Okay, do your best to. You can also zoom in a little bit farther. Can you do that for me now? A bit more. A bit more. Yeah, that's. You can be there for your pans all the time. Okay? And right now you can be filming and telling stories a little bit about what they're talking about. You know, you guys can be zooming down into those. Okay, we're back for the second quarter. 14-11 Bearcat lead. Maya Panlilio to inbound. Chua has checked in, Tang, Maloney, and Alling. Fernandez gets a break, so Tang will run the offense from the top. Panlilio finds Chua streaking in from the corner. Nice move for Tang to go, but good defense again from Westwood Marsh. And the board is Mihova's. Denzel finds Westwood Marsh again. Good pass inside for Mihova, and she finally gets an interior shot to fall, and we have a 1-point game. Tang beats her man up the court, but she's ushered to the side, and the ref sees a foul. Coach Juto likes what he sees. That's the first foul on Denzel. Tang up top for Panlilio. Looking to go inside to Alling, but Walls' hands are quick. The pass is a little bit behind Ji Woo Bei for a little bit of a sloppy turnover. Tang cuts to the ball. Good defense again from Westwood Marsh. She's very quick on her feet. Alling looking for a post move here, but she's stood up by Mihova. Maloney, soft pass out wide for Panlilio. Shot clock down to 8. Alling again. They found a foul there, I think, on Mihova. She might have slapped down on the arm. That's her. Oh, maybe, sorry, it looks like the foul is on Maya Denzel. That's her second in the past couple of minutes. So she'll take a seat. In comes Leipold. Apologize if I'm getting the names right. I'm trying my best. Panlilio to inbound. Cuts across. Tang double teamed. Nice release out to Maloney, but she can't handle it. Shot clock is down to 6. Intercepted. Well played from Jiwoo Bae. She's nice, easy layup for her. And the Eagles have, I think, their first lead of the game. Nope, they led at their very first 5 seconds. So it's their first lead in over 8 minutes. They're on a 5-0 run here. A bit of a looping pass, and Walls is all over it. She drove a bit deep, though. Ball doesn't fall, and Tang comes away. Nice step pass over to Chua. That's a bit off mark, though. Walls is there for the airball rebound. Westwood Marsh with an open court. Nothing but net, and the Eagles are starting to fly. And Lily wasn't ready for the pass, but it worked out. A little bit awkward with Chua here. She's left alone. Tang gets away. She was tripped a bit, but the ref lets it play on. Maloney. Nice kind of pass off the boards to Kenzo Malling. And we have ourselves a game here, ladies and gentlemen. This is Westwood Marsh again. Looks like it might be a walk there. Coach Juto is up in arms. Walls stands and pops, but it's a bit strong. Good box out from Panlilio, and that's over the top from Leipold. Coach McKinnon up, striding up and down the sidelines, talking to his girls. Both these teams would love to go into the evening with a winning record. Traditionally solid basketball teams in the IASAS universe. Nice tip away from Bay. Recovered by Chua, and that gets grabbed up by the two of them, and the possession arrow is for Singapore. This is Leipold. Up top to Westwood Marsh. Comes back to Leipold, down to Richburg, into Mihova. Good hands from Tang. Good defense again from Westwood Marsh. She's been a very solid defender. Quick feet and quick hands. Always seems to have a body in the right position defensively. Looks like Steffi Fernandez will step back in. It's actually going to be wholesale changes for the Bearcats. Juto giving everyone a rotation and a rest. So it's Nethercott, Fernandez, Sawaki, Hilliard, and Arun. Fernandez get nudged there by Westwood Marsh. Finds Arun, a bit strong on the pass. Sawaki with the board and a foul on Fernandez as she went up. So she'll be back at the line. The chance to tie or take the lead. First one's a little short. She gets the second to fall to tie up the game. Here comes Westwood Marsh for the Eagles. Bay. Richburg. In for Mihova again. Good ball movement. And Mihova's starting to find her range from the paint. Nice left-handed dribbling from Fernandez. She holds up now and see if she can drive and penetrate again. She uses the pick. Maybe stepped away there. She thought she was blocked, but That threw her shot off. And it came off a run for an Eagle ball. Westwood Marsh again. Bay. Looking for Richburg down below to open up Mihova in the middle. Here's Mihova up top. Marsh with the quick shot, doesn't get the roll. Richburg mistimed her jump, but it comes off a Bearcat. So the Eagles retain possession. In comes Walls, in comes Langholz, out goes Westwood Marsh and Leopold. Richburg with an open look. Can't find anything, but a great board from Walls. She tips it again, finds her second board. She's going up against 3, and she makes that bubble down. And the Eagles have opened up a lead of 4. Fernandez being guarded by Langholz. Nethercott in the corner. Now she's pressured. The Eagles defense collapses on them. Loose ball. Mihova gets it away to Bay. And the Eagles slow it down with Walls. Langholz. Bay working the perimeter. A look for Langholz off the front of the iron. Board for Bay. Mihova with a good first step. Can't get that one to fall though, but she follows her own rebounds. Fernandez comes away with it again, peels away to her right. Nice crossover move gets by Langholz. The floating jumper doesn't go this time. And Bay turned into a bit of trouble, but she managed to draw the foul, I think, as Hilliard's hands weren't as accurate as she wanted them to be. In comes Karen Tang and Kenzo Malling again for Arun and Nethercott. Sorry, Nethercott is from the Philippines. It's China Chua that's from Canada. So we'll keep an eye on the Canadians. Langholz wide for Bay. Back to Walls, who has an open court. She's got a couple good looks there. Hasn't made too many of them fall. Inside for Mihova, who's had some nice interior work and a good pass down low. And a good bucket from Jayla Richburg. The Eagles are on a 10-3 run in this quarter, and they've opened up the game to a 6-point lead. Karen Tang spins away, finds Alling, and releases. Nice step again. Can't get it to fall, though. The Bearcats shooting has gone a little cold. Looked like a foul. Hilliard is rejected from Mihova. Right to Alling, who makes it go down. And a much-needed bucket for the Bearcats. This is Langholz. Walls again with the open look. Across court to Bay, who goes baseline. Nice move. Fernandez has a Tang push ahead of her, but good recovery from Jiwoo Bay. Panlilio checks in. Sawaki comes out. Minute and a half left in the half. Again, the screen's across. This time Hilliard comes open and Alling turns to the ball, but she can't handle the pass that might have been a little bit low for her. But it was a good idea to give it from Panlilio. Alling was in a good position. Lucy Langholz finds Bay with a bounce pass. Back out, tipped away. Tang looking to strip her again for the breakaway, but the Eagles retain it through Walls, out to Bay. Langholz, I think that's a 3. The ref calls a charge or a foul down low here. We'll have to sort this out. It looks like the basket counts. I think he's only giving 2 for it. I think there was a foul down below on a Singapore player. Number 13 is Richburg, so a charge down below away from the ball. The bucket does count. The Bearcats get the ball. That's Richburg's second. Ref's checking some things out here again just to be sure the fouls are right. We're in the bonus, so those are going to be shots for, I think the foul was on Fernandez down below. Indeed, she's straight to the free throw line. The ref is explaining it all to Coach Juto, and he seems satisfied. 2 shots for Fernandez. First one hits bottom of the net. Oh, just rolls out. Good board from Walls. She releases Langholz. Mihova can handle the pass in from Langholz. Right across the court to Bay, who shoots a looping shot that doesn't fall. Fernandez has the board and she looks up court. Bay cuts her off, but a good crossover again. Good defense from Bay. Quick feet to keep Fernandez from driving. And Lilial with a couple of dribbles into Alling. She looks to penetrate, but she's cut off by Walls. Good defense. And Langholz comes away. Reach in from Kenzo Alling, I think. Nice to see the two opponents help each other up and shake hands. No malice in IASAS. Walls up top. 20 seconds to go. Shot clock is down to 15. Into Mihova. Oh, banks it in nicely. She's come into her own. She's got some important buckets for the Eagles in this first half. 7 seconds. Don't know if Karen Tang knows that. And she does. But her shot finds nothing. And we end the first half of the game with the Singapore Eagles up 27-20 over the ISM Bearcats. 5-minute break. We'll come back and pick it up then. All right, and we're back for the second half. 27-20 lead for the Singapore Eagles over the ISM Bearcats. 6:33 p.m. here in Bangkok. One more game to go in the first day, which we'll see the, let me check my schedule there for you. The ISKL Panthers versus the TAS Tigers. TAS the only undefeated team left in the girls' draw. Here's Fernandez. Tang. Hilliard. Fernandez. That's Panlilio again. She's double teamed now. And it's stripped away from Ihova, who is, I think, as surprised to pick up the ball as anyone. Lucy Langholz finds Walls, playing the opposite corner this time, and the ball falls back to Denzel. Can't get it to go. Nice strip from Alling. Panlilio comes away. Fernandez sets up shop, finds Jenna Hilliard, who quickly feeds it down low to Kenzo Malling, who can't get the roll. Langholz brings it away for the Eagles. No scores yet in the second half. Denzel. Wide to Walls. Again, they're giving her the shot if she can take it. Nice rebound from Richburg. Stretches the lead to 9. Hilliard takes a bit of a walk. A little bit of a sloppy turnover from the Bearcats. Right when they want to be getting back into the game rather than giving it away. Karen Tang is pulled away, but Fernandez can't find her. And she drives. Geez, she's smooth on the ball. Nice rejection from Ihova. Hilliard, Alling, double teamed. This is only for 2. Catches the front iron. And Lucy Langholz is away quickly like a bullet. A cannon shot out of there. Nice left-handed layup, and the lead is 11. Game's opened up here again. We're kind of getting fast breaks out of nowhere. Good board or good steal from Ihova. And Langholz will slow this down. Denzel up top. Walls from the corner. Lets it fly. In and out. Good board from Ihova. Oh, she feeds it down nicely to Richburg, but she can't make it fall, and Ihova might have come over the top for that one. She quickly says, yeah, that was me. Can't blame her for enthusiasm in her endeavor, though. I wish each of us had more of that. So it is a Bearcat ball deep in their own zone, and the Eagles are going full court press, sorry, with Richburg's long limbs the first obstacle for Hilliard. They'll do it again. Fernandez might want to clear out of there. There's not a lot of room to get a pass in. Sawaki checks back to it, and she turns nicely. Could be a 2-on-1 here. Alling moves it nicely for Hilliard, but she can't get the bank to go, and she comes in hard to the back of Ihova, who holds on nicely. Denzel slows it down. The clock is really Singapore's friend now. If they can, oh, good steal from Karen Tang. She wants to get over to her left side, though, and doesn't. And because of that, Sawaki is back. Or sorry, Karen Tang is back to knock it away. Keep your zooms right, man. You don't want to zoom in and miss the shots. All right, good pass for Tang. And she hits a floating jumper. She leaned to her right. Fernandez anticipates the pass, and Alling gets it away to Hilliard, but the pass is a little high, or Jenna Hilliard wasn't ready for it. Small opportunity for the Bearcats there, goes a begging. Langholz, nice drop step, but she's defended well from Fernandez. Here's Walls, defended by Hilliard. Ihova, she's had a hot hand. I'd say she has 10 or 12 points with her lovely blue shoes. Eagles having some success with this press. They'll switch up numbers now. Richburg comes out. Langholz comes out. Westwood Marsh comes in. She's one of the best defenders in the tournament. But they call off the full court press so Maloney can turn. Leopold comes back into the game. Remember Therese Maloney being a great soccer player and a fabulous Manila team that was here in October. Along with Steffi Fernandez and Maya Penlilio. But basketball is the name of today. All right, Maloney at inbound. Fernandez with her back to the basket, but she tries to drive baseline, and they're calling a foul there. I think she might have stepped out of bounds, but the foul is going to be on, I think, Leopold. That's her fourth, so she's going to have a seat, which brings in Jiwoo Bae, who plays a nice game on the wing, and she's another quick defender. Bae gets a quick hand into that, but it falls to Fernandez. And Bae won't let her turn the corner, but she does with a crossover, and another floating jumper doesn't fall. And quickly away for Jiwoo Bae. She's got a 2-on-1. Finds Marsh, who can't handle the pass. Karen Tang back to inbound the ball for the Bearcats. Maloney straight back to her. Tang defended by Maya Denzel. Looking for some movement down low, but there's not a lot happening for her, which allows Bae to come in and strip it from her. Denzel, Walls, who will drive strong. Nice board there for Marsh. Mihova can't get it to fall. Maloney, one of the smaller people on the court, finds the board down by her feet. And Fernandez pushes away. Tries to feed it down low into Tang. And I think we got a foul. Or maybe that was a walk. And the ref's giving the ball to Singapore either way. Looks like we got a timeout from Coach McKinnon. He'll bring his Eagles in to be sure their minds are in the right place as we come down the stretch. That's too low. You need up here. Right? The bucket needs to be seen. Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, you're telling a story, right? You can come over here too and tell this one. See this blue line out here, Hayden? Right? The bottom of your screen should be about a yard or two inside that blue line. Does that make sense? Coach McKinnon and Cargill looking to give some instructions for their Bearcats. They're down 10 and would like a little bit of a run here before we end the third quarter. 3.5 to go. Give me the middle. No, you're too far out of it. You're in too much. A little bit. Yeah, right there. Perfect. All right, so it's going to be Eagles inbound with Nicole Walls. Finds Denzel, who turns back to Walls. Denzel down low for Marsh. Jiwoo Bae checks up. Westwood Marsh again goes baseline, but good defense from Fernandez. Richburg can't get it to go up, and Steffi Fernandez pulls away and takes them all on. And she tumbles away as the fouls come down pretty hard on her. So she'll go to the line for which must be the 6th or 7th time of the game. Looking to cut into a 10-point deficit. She does with the first one. Second is a bit strong, but Maloney gets her second board in as many minutes. And Fernandez is a one-woman show. And that won't fall for her. Walls comes away with it. Fernandez presses, but Walls still comes away again, and she drives with the left hand and gets that to fall. Coast to coast for Nicole Walls. The lead is now 12. Fernandez pressured up top from Westwood Marsh. She finds a way through, but is rejected from Walls. The ball falls to a run and rejected again. Two solid blocks from the Eagles defense. Nicole Walls having an impact at both ends of the court now. Nice drive, the bottom from Denzel, who gets her first points of the game. The lead is 14 as the Eagles start to soar. Nethercott drives baseline. Walls is there again. And that comes off Maloney for an a Bearcat ball. Subs coming in. Kenzo Alling will come in, check in for the Bearcats. And we have Elizabeth Frey making her first appearance for the Eagles. Out comes Walls, out comes Richburg. And in goes Jiwoo Bay again, sorry. Maloney cuts to the ball. Didn't quite find the bucket before she shot it. It'll be Denzel to marshal things for the Eagles as we're inside 2 minutes in quarter three. Again, using a lot of the clock. Here's Westwood Marsh, finds Mihova, who bubbles it down. Karen Tang looking to bring her Bearcats back into it. It's a high man-to-man defense from the Eagles. And Karen Tang bobbles it, but they're looking for a hold. I think that might have been called on Denzel. Couple changes again. In comes the Canadian, China Chua. That's the third foul on Denzel. Out comes Nethercott and Panlilio. And Maloney. Panlilio, checks in. Tang can't get the first one to roll. Second one is a bit strong as well, and Westwood Marsh is in for the board. She releases Denzel. Jiwoo Bay. Mihova turns to the bucket. Finds Denzel, and Mihova again lets it fly. Won't fall, though. And Karen Tang manages to collect it. Some nice dribbling, gets her free down the right. Panlilio finds Kenzo Malling, who tries to make a strong post step down low, but she's fouled in the process. So Alling to the line. The foul was on Westwood Marsh. That's her second. A little strong on the second free throw, and the lead remains 16. Fernandez, a little bit of a tangle up there, and the girls help each other up. Love the spirit of IASAS. Always seems to be camaraderie. Competition and camaraderie at the same time is a beautiful thing. Here's Denzel. Mihona pulls out to the flank a little bit. Back to Denzel. Bay has a look. Mihova usually plays in the paint, but she's found herself on the wing a bit lately. Nice board from Denzel. She can't get through the forest of Bearcats. And the ref calls the ball off the foot of an Eagle. Juto looking, he thought it was a foul, but it was actually a kick ball. They are in the bonus, but you only get that if you're fouled. Fernandez uses the pick well. Nice roll at peel off from Owling, but she can't get it to fall. Mihova with her umpteenth board. And that'll end the third quarter. With the Eagles extending their lead to 16. And we'll come back at you in a minute's time. Grant Venables emailed me and said, Dennis Harder called a doozy of a game. He is, I miss him a lot, yeah.
Matt Merritt said, good job. He said, my favorites were the sultry tones of Connor Duffy, and none of what I've just shared with you is correct.
Totally wrong on everything. But it's a humble man that can say that.
Have you called any KL games ever?
No.
Is it Zia or Zaya?
Don't know. I'm going to ask the coach.
Ask KL parents.
Okay, 1 quarter to go between the Bearcats and the Eagles. The lead is 16 Singapore. We'll see if Coach Juto has fired up his girls to come up. They're going to need a bit of a run here and maybe start taking some shots from beyond the arc. They started very strong, the Bearcats, but the shooting hands have gone a little bit cold in the past 2 quarters. This will be Jiwoo Bay to inbound. Sorry, no, it's Panlilio. It's a Bearcat ball. Out comes Tang. The pass was difficult to collect, but she did, and she shoots from the free throw line. Would have been a nice start. Owling with the rebounds. Panlilio with another strong rebound. And Tang gets it again. She finds Owling, who can step low, but Walls has quick hands. And she comes away with it. Mihova on the baseline. Langholz lets fly off the front of the iron. Langholz drives again, draws some penetration, and opens up a nice shot for Denzel, and the putback from Nicole Walls. First points of the fourth quarter go to the Eagles. Hilliard trying to push things down the sideline, and I think she dribbled the ball on the sideline, so the ref was in a perfect position, and it's an Eagle ball. Into Walls again, who drops the shoulder and turns. Nice board for Langholz. The Bearcats bent up an arm saying that was a travel. The refs didn't think so. And Tang pushes it. Nice stutter step, and she gets that to fall. Both teams looking to go into the evening after day one with a winning record. Both standing at 1-1 right now. Walls releases down the baseline, but she can't get that to fall. And I think that came off Panlilio. So the Eagles will get a new possession. 7 on the shot clock. Actually, I thought Walls' shot came off the iron. That one does. Walls is on the backdoor rebound. She steps strong and gets it to fall. Good post play from Nicole Walls. Tang finds an open Owling. A little bit strong on the shot. And Walls is marshaling things at both ends right now. Kind of the scoop shot, the old Dr. J. Doesn't fall. Nice hands from Owling, who turns and finds Hilliard. Fernandez is all over the board. Good quick hands. She keeps the dribble alive too and drives baseline and gets fouled in the process. You got to say that Steffi Fernandez has put every fiber of her being on the court here tonight. It's not always going her way though, but she's at the free throw line, the charity stripe for what must be the 8th or 9th time in the game. Little short. She gets the second to fall. The lead is 17. Nice backdoor pass. Good ball movement from the the Eagles, and that gives Elizabeth Frey's first bucket of the game. Fernandez looks to go baseline. Nice crossover. She might have been fouled there. The block came a little bit late, but the refs say no. Ball's tied up, but Walls gets it in and outs. Good board from Fernandez again. And she peels away up the wing, slows it down to go into half-court offense. Pick from Panlilio opens up a bit of space, but she doesn't take advantage. Pick from Tang. Bearcats looking for some movement down low now. Alling posts up, and Panlilio finds a bit of space on the left. Can't get it to go. Maloney and Arun to check in. Out comes Alling and Hilliard. Walls will have a seat, as will Langholz. In comes Supriya Maloney, number 7 for the Eagles. And Lara Westwood Marsh as McKinnon works his bench. Nice ball movement again, but it was cut out well from Sudan Arun. And Lilio looking for some movement from finds Tang. Long way from the bucket though. Double teamed, and she pulls away on her pivot foot. Fernandez can drive here. Oh, big step. Hard luck. Again, most of the magical things that the Bearcats have pulled off this evening have been at the fingertips of Fernandez. She's at the line again. Nothing but net. Can't get the second to go, but by my count, Fernandez has accounted for 17 of the Bearcats' 27 points. Westwood Marsh around the perimeter to Bay, a little bit strong on the shot. Ball comes loose for Fernandez again. We've seen her do this before. Gonna take them all on. She's got 4 to beat, and she gets a floating jumper away. Follows up the rebound, but it comes off her, and it's an Eagle ball. In comes China Chua, the Canadian. And Margaret Nethercott. And I think Fernandez will have a much-deserved rest as Juto puts out his bench as well. Maloney across to Westwood Marsh. Back to Maloney, who checks out. Nice drive from Westwood Marsh. She gets a bit of space. Back to Maloney. They play catch. And Maloney gets, I think that might be her first point of the game. Might be her second. And Lilio drives the corner. She have to control herself. She does. Nethercott tries the same thing. And we may get a block there on Jiwoo Bay. That's Bay's third foul. Under 3 minutes to go here as I think both teams relax into the evening. Nice pass for Chua. She had a thought of letting it go. That's I'm calling a block there. Maybe the knee came out from Richburg. Maybe didn't have to, as there wasn't a lot of room for Chua to drive, or Nethercott to drive anyway, but Well read from Westwood Marsh. She's a great defender, and she ties that up. Possession arrow goes Singapore's way. The clock is the Eagles' friend here, so they don't have to push anything, although tell that to Jalea Richburg. Jayella, sorry. Maya Leopold will check in and give Richburg a break. Nice shot. Couple of crossover dribbles and a 16-foot shot from Nethercott that finds nothing but net. Westwood Marsh across the perimeter. Inside looking for Leopold, who gathers it. Back to Bay. Ball bobbling around there. Another good board from Leopold. She can't get it to go, though. And that comes off an Eagle for a Bearcat ball. Nethercott scored that last beautiful bucket. She finds Sawaki. Nice idea from Chua, but it doesn't go, and Bay is away. She checks up for Leopolds, who finds Westwood Marsh. Leopold will let this one go. Maloney gets a little bump from Jiwoo Bay. She doesn't believe it herself, and that is her fifth, so she's going to have to sit down, which will bring Richburg back into the game. Jiwoo Bay asking her coach exactly what she did wrong. She's too nice a person to foul anyone, I think. Though she did it 5 times today. Nothing but net for Therese Maloney. That one comes off the back of the iron. Good board for Richburg. And the Eagles can slow it down here now as we approach the final minute. Nice inside pass. Leopold gets out of the 3 seconds in the key. They find her again. Might have come off a foot, but the ref says no, and tied up in the ground. Possession arrow goes Bearcats. Nethercott with the crossover drill again. Maloney tries to penetrate, loses the handle. She had Chu on the back door, but it didn't come off. Nethercott, Maloney play catch. And they bring Sawaki in, who makes a nice quick move. And with the left hand gets the ball to fall. And a foul. And one. Sawaki at the board to finish off a 3-point play, and she does. Bringing the score back to the respectable 14-point margin. Bit of a forced pass there from Elizabeth Frey. As we amble towards the end of the game. Not sure why the fouls are still happening, but has been a long day for the girls, and they might be getting a bit tired. This win for the Eagles will bring them to 2-1, so they'll rest a bit more soundly maybe tonight than the Bearcats. Bearcats will be 1-2, yeah. Here's Walls. Westwood Marsh. Leopold. And a shot from Frey doesn't fall. Richburg gets a finger on it, but it comes to Maloney. Oh, look, a bit of a stutter step, but the ref says okay. And that'll do it. Final score, Singapore American School Eagles 47, International School Manila Bearcats 34. So as mentioned, the Singapore Eagles go to 2-1. The Bearcats fall to 1-2. In tomorrow's games over at the sports complex, Singapore have the ISKL Panthers at 10:20, and then they finish up their round robin against the hometown Bangkok Panthers. So it's a double dip at Panthers for them. At 1:30, they finish up against ISB. ISM have the morning game against Jakarta at 7:40, and then they don't play until the very last game of the round robin again at 2:50. So still all to play for, especially with the playoff rounds, quarterfinals and semifinals. Teams learning more about each other. I will sign off here now. We're going to turn you over to Dennis Harder again in his dulcet tones. That's Connor Duffy signing off from Rajendra Hall.